Assalamu alaikum friends. I hope you are all well and enjoying your life. Today this is the second lecture regarding research methodology in linguistics and our topic today is about paradigm that mostly students have problem that what type of their philosophical worldview or their paradigm should be for conducting any research study. So let's move. Today we are going to discuss paradigm and second one is research paradigm and third one is qualitative and quantitative paradigm. I hope you'll enjoy this lecture. So let's move. Paradigm means a philosophical view of thinking. It also means patterns. This word paradigm is taken from the Greek language and it was first used by Thomas Cahu in 1962 in the history of education or research. But in educational research, the term paradigm is used to describe a researcher's worldview. And worldview is the perspective or thinking or school of thought or set of shared beliefs that informs the meaning or interpretation of the research data. Again, paradigm is philosophical orientation and comprehensive belief system, or you can say worldview or framework that guides research and practice in a field. So, paradigm is a philosophical way of thinking. It provides patterns and a guidance to researcher that in which way a researcher should think that its research is falling on. So, we will discuss this term in a comprehensive way in our next slides. As we have discussed that research paradigm is a worldview of the researcher or a philosophical way of thinking. So it is important to know that what is research paradigm so that we can use it for conducting any research study. Research paradigm inherently reflects the researcher's belief about the world because as it is mentioned in the previous slide that it is the worldview of the researcher or investigator. Or you can say that research paradigm is a conceptual lens through which the researchers examines the methodological aspects of their research project to determine the research methods and methodology that will be used and to know that how the data will be analyzed. And again, it is the basic belief system and theoretical framework with assumptions about ontology, epistemology, methodology, and methods. So, research paradigm is a total belief system of a researcher and it provides a framework. So, it falls in four basic assumptions, that is ontology, epistemology and methodology and methods. These terms we are going to discuss in our next slides. Epistemology is a Greek word which means knowledge and it describes how to know something, how to know the truth or reality or knowledge, its nature, forms and how it can be acquired. It also talks about how it can be communicated to other human beings. It focuses on the nature of human knowledge and comprehension that the researcher can possibly acquire or be able to extend, broaden, and deepen understanding in the field of research. So, epistemology is basically knowledge, or you can say truth and reality that a researcher is going to discover by conducting any research study. It is important that a researcher must know that what is he or she is going to discover through conducting any research study because the basic purpose of any research is to add something in the currency of knowledge. So, epistemology is the basic knowledge or the basic thing that a researcher is going to discover by conducting any research study. Ontology is a philosophical way of the nature of existence or reality, of being or becoming, as well as the basic category of things that exist and their relations. It helps to conceptualize the form and nature of reality and what investigators believe can be about the reality. To understanding how investigators make meaning of the gathered data, and it can start thinking about the research problem, its significance, and approach it by contributing its solution. So, ontology is about the nature of reality or knowledge that exists in the world. It is important for a researcher to know that what type of the nature of this reality which exists in this world, so that a researcher can contribute in the currency of knowledge by forming research problem and establishing the significance of its research study and approaching it to its solution. In short, ontology is about the nature of existence or reality that is important to know for conducting any research study. Methods in paradigm are the data collection tools or devices that are used for conducting any research study in order to collect data. So, data can be collected by using these tools. They are interviews, questionnaire, group discussion, and tests. Methodology of a paradigm is a broadened term which refers to the research design, methods, approaches, and procedures used in an investigation that is well planned to find out something. For example, data gathering, participants, instruments used, and data analysis are all parts of the broad field of methodology. It articulates the logic and the flow of the systematic process followed in a conducting a research project to gain knowledge about a research problem. It also includes assumptions made, limitations encountered, and how they were mitigated or minimized. In considering the methodology for research proposal, a researcher must ask him or herself this question, that how shall I go about obtaining the desired data, knowledge, and understanding that will enable me to answer my research questions and thus make a contribution to knowledge. So, methodology is a broader term and it includes research design, methodology, procedures, or assumptions, limitation that a researcher know and want to include in its research study. For designing methodology, a researcher must ask this type of question, that how he or she can answer these questions and contribute in the currency of knowledge by conducting any research study. Paradigm is a worldview and it has four important parts: epistemology, ontology, methods, and methodology. Epistemology is knowledge, and ontology is the nature and existence of that knowledge. However, method is the devices are data collection tools, and methodology is a broadened term which includes all assumptions, methods, procedure of conducting any research study. There are two important paradigms. First one is objectivistic positivism, realism, and it is equals to quantitative research. And the second one is constructivist interpretivism, and it is equal to qualitative research. Quantitative research paradigm is positivist or realism.